Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to extend my thanks to the organizers of this event. I'm very happy that this event has been conducted for the seventh year here in Georgia, and it's a great platform for many participants, and it's the opportunity to meet each other and to share our experience and our ideas. I'd like to wish you every success, and I'd like to wish you to extend the framework of this conference in future. The government has made a very important decision, and this year in April, this agency was established. It's an agency that should ensure the formation of the innovation ecosystem, and on the basis of the governmental decree, we'll have to in order to develop high technologies and innovations, we'll have to take relevant steps with this regard. We have great potential in country in the field of innovation, information technologies, high technologies and innovations.
And one of the demonstrations is that very many successful projects have been implemented. These are the projects which are acknowledged worldwide as one of the leading innovations, and many countries visit Georgia to visit us to share our experience. And many people understand quite well why the e-governance systems work very well. And this is thanks to the huge work carried out by the IT specialists. I'd like to extend my gratitude to them, because it is thanks to their work and achievements that made it possible to develop business quite actively in Georgia. In a very short period of time, quite laborsome procedures can be completed, and good and fertile foundation has been created for successful projects. Our agency is focused on several directions. In particular, first is the infrastructure projects, access to finances, development of skills and intellectual property and its protection. This year we have we will implement quite many infrastructure-related projects. Georgia will develop its first technological park. In addition, we will also create an industrial innovation laboratories, one at the level of university, two at the levels of universities, and one at the level of tech park, and there will be also other projects. Overall, during 2014, we will have created 3 innovative laboratories. These laboratories have to make sure that education is based on practice, and we also want to combine efforts of businesses and universities to educate students equipped with the knowledge and skills that are required by the industry. As for the Fab Lab, actually, the beginning of the third industrial revolution. So bits can be converted into atoms. This is the new technology. To put it simply, if so far the industrial capacities were achievable only by big companies with big capitals, today smaller countries in a quite cheap laboratories will be able to manufacture any equipment or article. Georgia will create such laboratories that will be equipped with the state-of-the-art 3D printers and 3D scanners, 3D machine building equipment, and each student will have the access to platas and will be able to produce prototypes. Majority of high technology products are imported in Georgia nowadays. However, in a short run, it will be possible to manufacture to manufacture their ideas, their products in these laboratories. Another very important fact is that in Barcelona a similar project was implemented because there was a high level of unemployment, and in all districts of Barcelona they will have such laboratories. The first laboratory was created in the Massachusetts Institute of Technologies, and in Georgia such environment will become operational in the nearest future. As for the innovative labs working directions, we have opted for 3 directions, and we will select 3 universities that will receive equipment as a grant. They will go through relevant training, so we will train the trainers and we will arrange for the relevant space. However, in order for the university to implement this project with business, we need very close cooperation with the universities and businesses, and we need to also tackle the issue of the lack of personnel. I think those working in IT field understand how difficult it is to find a qualified personnel with some experience. In the beginning, we will create an innovative laboratory that will work on mobile programming, computer games, and computer graphics and visual effects. Later, I will speak on another activity that was implemented by the agency. We had almost 20 events during 6 months. One of the events is Game Jam, which is the computer game development event. This is a marathon for created computer game, and 1,200 people attended this event, and the quality and willingness that we've seen was very impressive. Actually, we have a very good potential to turn computer games into a very profitable exportable community. Now, innovation labs equipment will make sure that the students have access to the state-of-the-art equipment, Google Glass, drones, and other. And I see representatives of many leading IT companies in Georgia. I call on them to cooperate with these laboratories very actively. The process is still ongoing, and we will meet you with pleasure to discuss how you can promote better work of these laboratories and improve students' education based on the practice. So, formation of tech park and eco plan for innovations. This will be the first cluster that will bring together the buildings for accommodating different companies and for the startup projects. So, in Krokana territory, up to 2-hectare land plot has been allocated for that. It's a quite interesting piece of land. It's only in 800 meters distance from the Tatsminda Park. These are sketches and construction works have been finished, and the practical construction has been underway. This facility will bring together advanced laboratory, accelerator, incubator, showrooms, training centers, conference hall, and the infrastructure that will support people to turn their innovations and ideas into a specific business. On the territory of the Techno Park, our agency will make sure that leading international mentors and trainers are invited, and they will deliver their knowledge to our students. I can give you numerous examples. Now, from the 16th to the 21st of November, those who want to create your own startup, we're inviting 9 trainers from the United States, from Silicon Valley, as well as representatives of the venture funds, and there will be and we will organize the first startup challenge in the direction of lean startup business modeling. So all of you who work and who want to develop your own startup business have a unique opportunity to establish to get the knowledge required for organizing your startup business. We'll make sure that the environment is extremely comfortable for people, and the center will work until late night because many people work, and many people have to first given the chance to test their potential. So the working hours will be long, so that you are able to work there for late at night. So it will be the 10,000 square meter territory. Many international companies became interested. We want to create a big working space and a big conference hall with innovative laboratories will be here. Of course, there will be recreation zone as well. One factor that we've noticed is very interesting. In the Academy of Arts of Georgia, the students and representatives of creative arts do not have enough space to to demonstrate their works. So we will offer this space to the creative people as well, because this is one of the main factors for creating successful startup projects. There are numerous examples of that in the world. I'd like to also touch upon another initiative which was developed by the government of Georgia. Our main task is to increase our efficiency. Our efficiency has to be increased in terms of using information technologies. At the same time, we shall be able to become exporter of innovative technologies outside Georgia. We have to think globally. So in the regions, the creation of different environments is the major priority of the government. Under the internetization project, the government will make sure that all villages, all have high-speed internet, and all libraries will turn into a community information centers that will deliver different services and pieces of information to the communities. We will be glad it will be glad to cooperate with you under the umbrellas of different projects and incorporate the knowledge other vendors have. Last year, I said that until 2020 we have to make sure that number of IT specialists is increased dramatically. This process is underway. This year we started training of 60 trainers that will deliver trainings at universities and at these independent training centers. Later, we will add 120 more trainers, and this number will be increased gradually. So our approach, our aim is to have 40,000 specialists, and we are actually implementing this plan to achieve this goal. As for turning concrete innovations into concrete projects, we want to support innovators, inventors. Many of them approach us and we try to help them to turn them into producers. So very quickly we will launch one-stop shop program that will allow any individual with a good idea to receive support from us. So they will get financial support, they will have access to scientists and infrastructure. This is a list of the measures we have undertaken. I already said that there will be a very interesting training from the 16th until 21st. So it's interesting that the groups that we created, what we supported, are now organizing the third game jam from the 8 to 10, and it will be carried out at the Free University of Georgia, and you can visit this event. Another interesting fact, we had investors from Dubai invited at one of the events. 10 teams participated in the pitching sessions, and they liked the Georgian team so much that they selected 3 teams, and now the 3 teams are in Dubai. They are undergoing acceleration program, and each of them received $25,000 US. In addition, these individuals were invited to make a ton, and they disliked the school students so much and they decided to pay them certain salary and gave them the monthly salary, and it shows that we have a very real potential. Today we work on creating a venture group together with innovative group, and several million venture fund will be established, and the capital of the fund will be used to finance around 20 startup ventures under the venture program. These are the photos demonstrating different events conducted in Georgia. You see the results of the first Make-a-thon. This was a marathon that was giving opportunity to the youth to create a particular device within 48 hours. 8 prototypes have been created, and today we're working to turn these prototypes into a concrete product. Overall, on the top of the infrastructures that will be created in the capital city, started from the next year, we will get more funding. This year it was just 6 million, next year it will be presumably higher, and we're going to create industrial innovation laboratories in the regions and also launch other projects. And one of the major objectives of ours is to support both the governmental and private companies in the communication and coordination among themselves in order to benefit from high technologies and innovations at most, and to start exporting our innovations worldwide. Once again, many thanks to all of you, and I wish you a productive work.